fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be fielded at the 8th. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get this.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
Get ready. Let's go now. 18 Gator. You got nothing to work. You got 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Looking to throw. Herbert, that ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Check right, check right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check, Mike.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run. This is Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Jackson will look to throw him. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready up. Mike's 50. Blue down, blue down. Ball trot. Ready.
Jackson from the shotgun. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Ready, break.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Big loss here as he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
On the set. Hey, Haywood. Leo. I'm coming after you. Check, now.
To throw on third down. Herbert going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson from the gun. He'll throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the bunker and picked up the 1st down.
Now Hunt, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Jackson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
General West. Hey, Wahoo. Look at me. Zipper. Kill. Bam. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the catch made by Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Bravo.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
15 line. 15 line.
47's the mic. 47's the...
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Danny. Joker.
5.
On 1st down, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Ready? 30 base.
Here we go again.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Now.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
Exit.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Orbit.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike.
Ready?
From the gun, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
218, chop. Hey, echo.
Switch up. 4-7's the mic. 4-7.
Now.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Herbert letting one go deep for the end. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 10-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo.
March 47. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Rock it, step.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Hunt. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Check, check. Watch the defense. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, 5-4. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 6-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
61, match box.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out.
Yo, Cheetah. Get ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 30 base.
We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.